Hello everybody, today I want to present you the prototype of the Groove Modulator. I call this Stomp Box over here, and this contains a Teensy microcontroller using the audio board. This is for the DSP processing, and it also contains an ESP Wi-Fi module, which I'll show you later. So this is basically a Wi-Fi Stomp Box. What's the idea behind the Groove Modulator? So I have two modulating effects. A very simple one, which is a tremolo, just modulated by a sine wave. When I hit that button here, I can also use a simple filter like a wah-wah, auto wah-wah effect, which is also modulated by a common sine wave. The special thing about that is that you can adjust a BPM. So this is modulating according to a BPM status. So I can show you that. I plug the bass in and I can play just a note, a simple note. So when I increase the BPM numbers, so the modulation is of course faster. So this button is not assigned yet. I will use it for later developments, but I have this button here, which I usually use as a foot switch, and I can change the time to double time. So we are on quarter notes here, double time, half time, or regular time, better say like that. So what's also possible, I can also change the subdivisions here at this foot switch. Now we got eighth notes according to BPM 111. We have triplets now. And then we have 16th, all related to the adjusted BPM here. Of course, I can do that double time too. The same I can do also with the wah effect when I hit that button here. Okay, that's the standalone mode. So it's becoming a lot more interesting when you use Wi-Fi on that, and I show you what you can do when you connect that to a DAW, which has also a BPM tempo. And you can also, in the next step, connect that to another device like OSC. So this uses OSC protocol, and I can use TouchOSC on my iPhone to remote this Stomp Box. Okay, now we're going to the interesting part of it. So this contains a Wi-Fi module. And what I do first, I connect that with my computer. So this is basically an access point, as you know it from a personal hotspot from your iPhone. So I choose the ESP module, connect to that hotspot. Then I have to start a little application which I programmed in processing. It has no graphics user interface for now, so it's just an empty application. But this connects the DAW. Sorry for that. I use Logic for this sample here. So this is Logic. But you can do it also in Ableton or any other DAW which is able to use virtual MIDI bus. So what I do now, I have a simple project. I have this Ultra Beat drum computer with a simple beat, and I have a tempo automation which changes the tempo. And now we are on 88. You see the Groove Modulator is still on any random BPM number, which is now 126. And when I start the beat, you will this will adjust with a little latency to the DAW. here this is synchronized. And now the tempo increases. Now it goes slower. And now we're back on 85 BPM. Also works for the wah. Okay, that was a demonstration connecting any DAW, in this case it was Logic, to the Groove Modulator, and this is a connection on Wi-Fi and it uses the OSC protocol. In the next step, I show you the combination between a DAW and also TouchOSC on iPhone. The last thing I wanted to show you is the possibility and the feature to connect also TouchOSC, in this case it's on an iPhone, to the Stomp Box. It's basically the same process as you do with the DAW. You connect to the access point and you can also connect multiple items to the Groove Modulator. So we have still the DAW Logic connected to it and the iPhone. And what I can do here, I can remote control over Wi-Fi this Stomp Box. For now, not all of these features I'm planning to do are working. I will do that in future. This is definitely on my to-do list. But what I can show you is here the BPM. I can control it instead of controlling it from here. I can also control it from here. So the idea behind that is to control simultaneously features with my foot and features by hand. And just an example again. I use the wah-wah effect. So that works. In future, I also want to control double time and the effect from here and the subdivisions. That's not working now. So what I can also do, I can start my DAW Logic again, the drum computer. And you see after a few seconds or a few milliseconds, this is adjusted to the drum computer. And this is a lot of fun now. I can play around with it. And after a few milliseconds, it jumps back to the post tempo. And this is for the phase. Okay, thank you. That's basically it. So the idea behind the Groove Modulator is to perform in a lot of independent ways. You can perform with TouchOSC, you can perform with your foot in a classic way. You can do both at the same time, or yeah, decide whatever you want to do in your performance, and you can be synchronized to a Ableton, which is very common on stage. If your drummer uses one, this is synchronized to Ableton and modulates to the